What's going on, guys? Jaemon, Buffer, Ren, how you guys doing? What's happening? What's happening? How you guys doing? Let's stream some trades. Let's stream some markets. Let's see what the markets want to do. Checo, what's up, my boy? Teriyaki Chef, how you guys doing? Drunkeness. What's the market want to do today, huh? It's starting to slowly look a bit bearish. I'm good. I only took one trade yesterday, the one on the Topstep TV. And yeah, it's sunny finally in Estonia. What's up, Lucas? Did you have a good weekend? Man, weekends as a trader, the weekends are always a little bit boring. I don't know what to do with my weekends. I want to trade. Not too bad. Last week I was just full porting 50k accounts. Didn't go well. Did you get funded, Checo? 600 A's in session, just peaking at the open tonight. Oh yeah, if you're up 600, I think your day is quite done. But let's see what the market brings us. I haven't taken any trades today. ES is looking bearish as fuck. That's interesting. ES and NQ not doing the same thing, which is kind of good for NQ shorts, I would assume. We still have this yellow line here. That's the NQ took this low out, so we have a bit divergence. I like this yesterday orb, I don't care. Tempted to do 50 stop loss and 1000 TP with one contract on open, but was too late. I know. Trading opens sometimes is really freaking tempting. I know the feeling. NQ is absolutely pumping. We'll see what's gonna happen. Man, NQ is flying. Look at this. NQ is absolutely flying to the upside. God damn, NQ is a rocket. APB, what's happening? Looking like 250 point orb. Is it so big already? Oh, you ain't wrong, yeah. Well, I've been playing Inverse Orb on Topstep TV many times, if you have seen. Inverse Orb has been quite good recently. And when we are getting, what, 200 point orb? Oh, brother, today is gonna be juicy. Today is gonna be juicy. We have 200 point orb, no chokes. None of the Mag 7 are up. I mean, slightly. Nvidia is 222, Apple is 0.50, AMD was 140. Palantir, Meta is Microsoft. I mean, they're slowly turning green as far as I see. Let's see what, as always, we wait for the first 15 minutes. I'm not in a rush anywhere. Wix was 18 yesterday. It's getting interesting in Wix territory. We'll see. Man, this music is FMC and Nvidia earnings. Yeah, I think the FMC is that doesn't usually move the market. It's just the meeting notes. It can give some insights, but usually that FMC meeting minutes it doesn't move anything. But there are occasions when it can, so of course you never know. But usually those FMC meeting minutes they don't affect the market itself. What's happening in the Discord? Bullish normally. Nvidia earnings definitely bullish. We'll see. I think Nvidia will kind of set the trend for the whole market. I think if they have a nice guidance and everything, I see why this market should keep pumping. But there are some bearish things happening. Yesterday we almost lost. Let me open the EMA chart. We almost lost daily EMA, daily 9 EMA, and we are ES even actually closed below 9 EMA yesterday. But NQ didn't. But I think when this 9 EMA breaks on a daily, it's gonna get more ugly for bulls. My options looking sad on Nvidia news after no news. China trip hit 239 and dropped all the way down to 222. Yeah, the whole China trip was buy the rumor, sell the news. The market sold off after that as well. But man, ES is looking bearish when NQ is looking bullish. This is a bearish shine. This is definitely bearish shine. But we'll see how this orb will finalize. US 30-year bond rates are pushing higher. Yeah, man, the yields are going a little bit high, right? We saw those levels in 2007. If the yields keep going up, market is not gonna like it. Who wants to hold money in the markets when the yields are so high? So Flassaveli, what's up? Interstays, how you guys doing? What do you think of longing orb beginning if it's activation bands? You mean longing on the open when it's at the activation bands? Or you mean right now when we come into this? I don't know, ES looks like shit though. ES is not looking good for longs. I was longing on Topstep TV every single day because ES looked so strong. And I had some beautiful trades on Topstep TV recently. But if ES looks so bad, I don't know what there is to long on NQ. By the way, guys, I ordered yesterday microphone. I did some investments. I tried to order the best microphone that we have in the market. I should be getting it in few weeks. Man, I didn't know microphones are expensive as fuck. But yeah, I have had some juicy trades on Topstep TV, but ES looks like shit right now, and that's not good for NQ. If ES keeps looking weak, NQ will follow. I've been longing a lot lately, especially on Topstep TV, but now I'm starting to lean towards shorts the way this market is developing. Like when we were super bullish, then it's juicy. Russell this is juicy. I mean, bulls had their 6 weeks. Nice break-even day for me after being down $440. Now locked myself out and I'm chilling here. Nice comeback. Nice comeback, my man. Interstays. And this market is looking juicy for shorts, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see, the orb finalizes in, let me put the orb here as well so I can see it on the tick chart. Let's put orb red today here. And let's put the new ER. 38 days of bull. Yeah, bulls had their dance. And I participated in the end as well. My last all trades were longs. So I got my piece in there as well. Made some money. But shorts are looking tasty. Shorts are really looking tasty. This NQ fake out. Okay, so we have the orb. We can delete this yellow one here. Okay, let's see if we get some good entries. I'm definitely looking for shorts. This market looks like shit for bulls. NQ has short bias for me, falling an imbalance level. I have a definitely short bias. The way this market looks like, it looks like it's out there to get bulls, and especially with this NQ pump in the beginning. This looks like a nice, let's liquidate some shorts, some over leveraged degenerates, we get them out, and now we're gonna dump. We're not down even, NQ is down 163 points. We can see 500 points down easily. For NQ to drop 500 points, that's nothing. Oh, we are giving up 200 EMA on hourly as well. Do you know how long we haven't given up 200 EMA on hourly? Look at this. The last time was in the beginning of April. We're almost at the end of May. And we are giving up this 200 EMA. Things are not looking good for bulls, that's for sure. Now I want to see a good long entry. That thing looks like it wants to dump. Let's see if we can find an entry. Let's see. Rowie, what's up, my man? Things are going good. Not too shabby, not too shabby. We had the only red day, now it's back to green days. Daily 9 EMA has finally been pierced. That as well, yeah. This market looks heavy. This market looks heavy. We do have NQ is at 700 on options. QQQ is 700. That is an even number. There's definitely probably some support at 700 for options. Definitely a big level in options. So I wouldn't be surprised if we hold here a little bit. There's definitely gonna be some people buying longs here when QQQ is 700, 701 now. So I'm expecting we are kinda on the support in terms of even numbers. I'm hoping for much better entry for shorts than this. We might be getting it now. NQ is now picking up some steam, but you need to pay me for me to long this market today, I think. We'll see, we'll see. Recovered from the short at the opening. Guys, you trade a lot, huh? Scalp all the way. But some people are really good at this. I don't like scalping so much. A short again at the top of the orb. I don't dislike this idea at all. The top of the orb is 100 points. Yeah, this is... Let's see, ES wants to close into the orb. If ES closes outside of the orb, then I'm gonna go short. If not, I'm gonna wait for a good entry. But I'm not marrying shorts completely. 29,092 sell target for me. We're getting some pump now. We're getting something. $100 EMA on NQ, 9 EMA on ES. How's the stochastic on a higher time frame? The only thing that I never met a scalper who's made money consistently. Big scalpers overtrade. That's the problem with that's also, Stuart, I think that's the problem why people don't take payouts and are not so good when they get funded accounts, because the way they treat combine accounts or evaluation accounts or whatever you want to call them, they take a lot more trades on the evaluation accounts, combine accounts, and so on. They don't trade their own system, right? They trade momentum. They see a candle, they go in a trade with bigger size than they're used to, and once they get funded, we've seen this story so many times, right? People are really good in the combine trading, and once they get funded, they don't get payout, or once they get the payout, they are already in such a big minus. And I think the reason is because people trade the combine without any pressure, but they also don't trade any system. It's just like, let me get money a little bit here, let me get a little bit money here from this scalp and this scalp and this scalp. And then once they're funded, they're like, okay, now I'm gonna trade my system. But the problem is they don't trust their system anymore, because they've been trading not their system before that. They've been trading quite randomly. So a lot of people, what's gonna happen is they are really good at getting funded or passing the combines, but they never make it to the payout. And I think that's the case because they don't trade the same on those two accounts. I trade about 20 times a day, but I trade all day. But is it worth it though? The question is, like, if you trade so much, wouldn't you make more money if you trade a little bit less with just like few setups? That's my thought process behind it. Like, I think over trading is extremely hard in terms of consistency over long term. It's like I know so many people who are really good at passing evaluations, and then when I ask them, like, why do you pass evaluation so quickly, or why you don't trade the same in the funded account, it's like, I don't know, it's pressure and so on. But then when you actually review their trades, they trade completely differently. They trade momentum in the evaluation, they trade scalps, they take a lot more trades, and in the end it's like, once you're funded, you're like, now I'm gonna trade like I should, but then you don't trust it. One trade a day, win or lose, results doesn't matter. Yeah, one trade per day is probably the healthiest for your mental health. But one trade a day also is, it depends, right? If you hit your profit target, fine. But I think there's some days there are 3-4 trades in the market, and some days there maybe is barely one trade in the market in terms of the setups. We're looking actually bullish now. ES is breaking out from the orb. Now NQ looks bearish. Well, NQ was looking bearish and ES bullish. NQ was looking bullish and ES was looking bearish. Now it's the vice versa. We'll see. I want to see what happens at the orb highs. One big scalp, nothing more, nothing less. 2-to-1 risk reward with trailing stop loss. One trade, hold my hairline together. That makes sense. For me, it's really, usually I'm more a lower frequency trading side, but I can go into scalping if it's a really good momentum. I have mixed strategy that I keep trading on evals and funded. But do you trade the same strategy or do you use different strategies for each? Divergence on 1 minute? You ain't wrong. You mean the divergence at the lows? Yeah, we have a divergence, huh? What's the rest of the market doing? Everything is slowly bumping. I'm starting to lean for longs more than shorts, especially now. ES closed below above the 50-minute range as well. Definitely not looking shorts right now while ES is doing its thing. But this orb is wide. This orb is super wide. So trade location is important. This trade location is, let's see, it's 200 point 50-minute orb, by the way. I go in with 15 contracts. With what account size? 15 contracts is crazy. The problem with sizing up so high is it only takes one bad candle to completely fuck you. 20 point TP and 10 point stop loss. I mean, I understand why would you trade like this? It's just for me it would be impossible. Is as soon as you lose, you are down $200, a little bit more, and the candles itself are like, when we have 200 point 50-minute candle, you really need to snipe your entry if you look for 10 points stop loss. But I mean, in trading, there is no right or wrong. What works for someone doesn't fit for someone else, right? I'm not saying it's a bad way to trade. If it works for you, that is your edge and you should use it. Nobody should trade like me, and I should not trade like somebody else. You know what I mean? I don't trade open, I trade Asia or even before that. Makes sense. I mean, the small size is addicting, don't get me wrong. Sorry, big size, because you get money from really small moves. So it's also, it's really addictive. Try trading NQ for 1 day instead of micros. If you have a good day, it's really hard to hold yourself back from returning back to the NQ and so on. Man, I want to enter, but the stop loss is 100 points. I trade open with your strategy plus Bookmap on my real money account, and that works quite nice. It's Bookmap is, I think it's one of the best confluences to my trading style. I think it helps a lot. And I like longs here, don't get me wrong. You're still inside the orb, but I like longs here. So depending, we have 1 minute until ES. I'm developing strategy with Phoebe and orb. What confluence should I add? Maybe low time frame EMAs? Or New York VWAP? New York VWAP or probably low time frame EMAs. Is this a place to long this market? I'm starting to feel this might be the place to long this market. We have 1 minute until this 4-hour candle opens and closes. Less than 1 minute. Why I don't have timers on my chart? Ah, this is a dick chart. Yeah, I do have timers. I was like, why I don't see time of the candles? I'll wait for this this is 40 seconds. How do I add New York VWAP? I didn't find one. You go to this projection tool, you click on the anchored VWAP, and then you click, you take the anchored VWAP and you click it on the New York opening candle. It gives you VWAP since that candle. Why I have two VWAPs on my chart? To New York. You just go, I can do it in front of you. So you just go here, anchored VWAP, and then you find the opening candle, you press, and then you get this yellow thing, which is the anchored VWAP. Or the New York VWAP. It depends like what candle you put it on, but if you put it on New York open, then that's gonna... Okay, we opened the 4-hour candle, yeah? And ES closed above the 50-minute range and came back immediately. Now I don't like longs anymore. I liked longs only because ES looked so strong. And ES is now losing its thing. How did we close the last 4-hour candle? Below 9 EMA as well. Below 9 EMA as well. This chart is starting to look bearish, I'm not gonna lie. But one thing I'm gonna say, interstays, as soon as I'm in with more contracts, I think my trading style goes more into scalping as well. I've been really loving entering with 1-2 and then not 1-2, sorry, 2-3 contracts, and then TPing one contract at 50 points and then going to break even and then scaling out. That's what I've been doing on Dubstep TV almost every time I've been on, and I really like this style. It gives you so easy way to make your trade free as quickly as possible. And if you can't make your trade free, then you're gonna get stopped out, and that's fine as well. A little bit mixed bag, huh? ES looked bullish for 1 second, and I was liking longs, but right now we are chopping as much as you can chop. Should have shorted the orb high, to be honest. This area here was actually good enough for shorts because there was no confluence. ES was outside of the 50-minute range. And ES is now dumping, Russell is leading. Ah, goddamn. They're not making it easy. We're gonna lose the 50-minute range, really? Yeah, this is looking heavy. My strategy works because I trade my stop aggressively. Yeah, I bet you need to trade your strategy when it's... you need to trade your strategy. If you trade such a big size, you can trade it probably on New York session. That will probably tilt you really quickly because 20 points in New York is 1 minute candle, and that's... If you're in the right side of the trade, absolutely. But other than that, man, Russell is thumping. Man, that orb high short would actually be in... This is not looking bullish right now at all. We also we are at really close tough market this morning. Let's get some likes. Is this free or what? Come on, chat. Yeah, guys. You know, it is for free. And I am doing it for free. You know, I don't gain anything from streaming in a sense. I don't gain anything. If I would stop streaming tomorrow, I wouldn't lose anything. So yeah, put some likes, guys. Listen to the Chores, the VWAP master. Chores, you think it's tough market this morning? I think so as well. There is, it's a chop of the chop of the chop. Likes are free to give. Exactly, you give me free likes, I give you free streams. Your TP as at the orb low drunkenness. You might get it. Do you trade with several strategies, several confluences? I'm not really big believer in one strategy. I am believer, don't get me wrong, you can have one strategy, but the problem with one strategy is that you're not gonna have setups every day. But when you have what I call discretionary, I mean not I call, but it's called discretionary trading, where you use different confluences, different information that the market tells you. Let's go, drunkenness. Then you have more setups. You have more tools to play the market. One strategy is good as well, but it's just you can't expect your setup to arrive every day. And what's going on this market? Are we gonna dump? Are we gonna have orb breakout, or this is another inverse orb? This market is looking heavy. But NQ doesn't want to close outside of, I mean NQ does, but ES is looking a little bit different. I think inverse. Markets change every day, you have to be flexible. Yeah, that's why I'm not a big believer if someone comes about backtesting and saying that the strategy doesn't work. Who knows? Maybe some strategy didn't work for 10 years and now it's gonna work for 10 years. That's the problem with all the automation in trading as well. Everything is based on the historical data, but market doesn't have to respect historical data. And it can be completely different market for the next 10 years than it has been for the last 20 years. You never know. So you need to be super flexible in your trading, I think. Nvidia is down 0.7% in pre-market trading as expected to deliver another blowout earnings report. They're gonna exceed their earnings 100%. It's Nvidia, they never miss their earnings. They always beat all the expectations and everything. It's more about the forward guidance. It's always been about, with Nvidia, it's always been about forward guidance. What do they see in the future? What do they forecast? What's their capex spend? These are the things people are looking for, but I wouldn't be surprised if Nvidia would be kind of the top one, the last bullish thing in this market. This market is showing signs that are turning extremely bearish. This is, we haven't been under 200 EMA on 1 hour for months. Now we are there. We used to do overnight all-time highs, pre-market all-time highs every single day. Not even close. The yields, and that's, Nvidia is cool. Iran war ending, I think this market is all dependent on the yields right now. If yields keep going up, market is cooked. This market is completely fucking cooked. Nobody wants to hold any high risk stocks and equities if the yields are keep rising. Everybody right now is looking at yields, and yields are the heartbeat of financial system in a sense. I'm not some kind of economical genius, but everybody knows that yields are the heartbeat of the US finance system. And if they're going high, then I think we are at 5%, which is the historic high. You can just put yields in the, I can show you. Let's put some what's the yields doing today? Let me check. Is there a better way to check them? I see them always checking on Top Steps. But yields pretty much mean how expensive is money borrowing. If yields are going up, then the mortgages, your credit card loans, everything is more expensive. It's more expensive to borrow money. And essentially what it means that people don't want to keep their money in bonds. And again, I'm not super economical person, so I might not be the best to explain it. But essentially what it means is if yields are low, people are keeping their money in stocks because yields are pretty much the percentage that the government pays you interest. You give government the money, they pay you interest. They never fail to pay, right? It's a government, it's US government. They never fail to pay. So if they're low, you don't want to give them money. You don't want to give them so much money because you're not getting back any percentages. But when yields rise, that means that the borrowing for US government becomes more expensive. So the money becomes more expensive and nobody wants to hold stocks because they're guaranteed to get 5% or 6%. 6% will be huge. But we are at 5% right now, which is was the last time was 2007 if I'm not wrong. We all know what happened in 2008. And it's not looking good. If yields go up, the stocks will go down. That's kind of the correlation. And economy is also cooked. When do you get the money you earn from yields? You buy bonds. I think so. But it depends what yield you buy. 10-year, 1 year, 30-year. That's how long your money is locked now. Guys, I am not so intelligent in this topic. Let's see, ChatGPT. ChatGPT, help me out. Give me 1 second. Okay. Let's do a little lesson here. Think of bond deals like interest rate of the entire financial system. So, like, imagine what's going to happen with people's mortgages and everything. Everybody thinks that Fed interest rates does anything for your mortgages. It doesn't. Yields do. If they go up, your mortgage, your car payment, your credit card, everything becomes more expensive. So what is bond yield? It's government bond is basically lend me money and I pay you interest. You lend the US government $100 to pay you maybe $4 per year. Right now it's $5 per year, right? It was 4%, now it's 5%. Why would they move up? Inflation is high. We all know inflation is fucked because of what's happening in the Middle East. Economy is uncertain. Surprise, surprise. Government debt is exploding. That's what's happening as well. Central bank interest rates are high. This is what Fed controls, if I'm not wrong. And investors are scared as well. And the way we move to the all-time highs, yeah, because higher yields make everything more expensive. You need to see this from business side as well. Those companies in Nasdaq are businesses. For them, it's gonna be harder to get money. For them, they don't want to invest maybe so much into new avenues. It's super bad for the markets. It's super bad for the economy. If they go up, it's super bad for the markets. And as far as I know, Japan is holding most of bonds on US as well. If Japan starts dumping, it's not looking good. But I like shorts, so it is what it is. But we are already down 100 points. Let's see if... Or breakout cooking. It is cooking, but I'm not in. I'm not cooking with it. But I don't think it doesn't really matter what happens in Middle East. What are your ChatGPT personalized settings to get it to respond like that? I don't have. I just tell them don't be a yes man. But see you, drunkenness. But I haven't changed the personalization settings. I just said that don't be a yes man, don't agree to everything I said, be critical and so on. And I said remember these with every single chat. See you, drunkenness. Enjoy the gold one. Man, is this the chart we should be looking for? I'm not sure. Okay, these are 20-year yield. That's what everyone is talking about. This, if you go on, let's go on 1 month. November, yeah, I read it that in November 2023 we had a small banking crisis, but that doesn't show me enough history. But you want them at 4% as far as, and this is monthly chart, but I wonder why it doesn't show me more of history. But it's pretty much, if they go up, the market is cooked. And we can see it right here. God damn, this market wants to go down without us. Is anyone short? Now we are down 400%. I told you guys before that we are down 160 points, 400%, sorry, 400 points. Now we are down 400 points. We were down 160 points. That's why I love shorts. I don't like economy doing bad, but the only reason I like shorts is because the market really, really moves. You get your 100 points quicker than anything else. Okay, I'm trying to now find my short, but this market is dumping. Do we have any stops? Oh god, this hourly candle is not looking good for the bulls. We do have 448. God damn, this is another 300 points. This will be a valid target, but okay, we get some bounce now. Maybe this is time. I'm seeing some bounce on 5-minute chart. Yeah, this market is looking cooked. And are we giving up 65? Yes, we are giving 65 RSI as well. We are giving up 65 RSI as well on daily. If daily closes like this, I'm gonna only look for shorts in this market for the next 2 weeks. Daily giving up 65 RSI. That's been over 65 RSI since 35 days. That's a long time. Gravity, what's up? Meli, you're in short. If you're in short, you're making nice money. I'm really hoping we get orb retest or something. We do have, it's a long way to go. 450 we might get some bounce, but god damn, this is a hard market to see going without you. I like my shorts more than I like my longs, so it's not fun to see it, but we are already up. We are already down 160 points from the orb low. From the session highs, we are down 370 points. God damn. Was a clear sell good read, Henrico? Yeah, but the read is one thing, right? Execution was not there. I like shorts since the market opened, but I don't like that I'm not in. This chop was fucking ES. ES closed at one 5-minute candle above orb high, and that made me really hesitant about shorts. But that was the time to God damn, this market is just... Can we get some bounce? Can we get some bounce? I would love to jump into shorts. I think shorts will pay you really good. They've been paying, but they will play even better. I was short too early, then got my losses when ES went above orb. Could have been such a good trade, but now I'm down 150. Yeah, the ES crossing the orb high. Oh, we have some news. I didn't see it. Let me show you as well. This is big news. NATO to consider Hormuz deployment if the strait is not open by July. God damn, just open the strait. Stop playing games. Don't get more parties involved. I want peace and I want shorts. And Russell was snitching as well. There was a good short setup in this market today. Yields are going really. This is really bad for the markets. Was this the all-time high? Now we can, I think, say that this was the all-time high, that 29,776. I think we're not gonna see all-time high for a month, based on how this chart is looking like. Nvidia earnings can do something, but I'm losing hope for that another all-time high. I think we had longs for 6 weeks. If you're still longing, you're too late. Now it's time to short. Market gave long opportunities for 6 weeks. Now it's shorts. And shorts are always more aggressive. Always more aggressive. God damn. Will we see some pounds? I would love to see some bounce. Okay, there is something. But nothing major, nothing major. We are not in the key areas as well for us to expect a big bounce. I'll make the price go up by shorting. I mean, that's one way, right? We chase shorts and then we get wrecked and then it goes down again. We'll see. We're getting some pullback right now. It's a small one. I mean, it's 50 points. I'm telling you, when shorts are the blade, you need to be really good with your entries. They are more choicy because the market moves fast, but also your stop losses are much wider if you get bad entry. Shorts require sniper entries more than longs, in my opinion. Then we get some EMA retest. We have 5-minute EMA. Is it close to orb high, low? Not really. We took the weekly low. This was last week low where we kind of bouncing right now, so maybe we find some support. I would love that we find some support. Get some retracements into EMAs. Interstays. I'm outpaid another additional $50 on my real money account. Wish you all a great green day, guys. Let's go Interstays. Nice trading. Is this the retracement? I hope so. Chaco, I hope you didn't play the inverse orb. I remember you wanted to play inverse orb because that inverse orb was not to play. I remember Chaco wanted to play inverse orb, and that would be a bad idea. It's a nice bounce from the VWAP deviation bands though. We extended them nicely, but I'm not looking for longs in this market. This market wants to go down, and I'm not catching any knife. Enter short at 28,745. I mean, you're still 50 points in the 60 point scalp. I mean, I think it's gonna, like, if you get like 750, I think it's gonna play out, but the question is what's gonna happen before that. I think we're gonna go much lower. I think like 28,400 is really realistic target, but the question is like what's gonna happen before it. I think we're not down even 2%. After the bullish run we had, 2% is nothing. We're getting some bounce here. I like that we are getting some bounce on NQ from the weekly lows. I hope this is gonna give us short entry. I really hope. Maybe we get New York VWAP, bounce, something. But kind of bear. Thank God for break-evens. Yeah. Break-evens are good if you're in a wrong trade. If you're in a winning trade, break-evens are sometimes your enemy. Okay, we are getting some bounce. Okay, let's see if we find a short entry. We also have Taco Tuesday. Don't forget that. We can bump 20 points from 200 points from one Mongo tweet as well. That's always a possibility. I like this bounce. This is actually bounce that's looking solid for longs for a moment. In terms of VWAP deviation bands, was there some high time frame EMA here as well? Not really. Where is weekly 9 EMA? Oh, long way to go. Relentless selling. They are selling it without the good retracement. Nothing happening in terms of snitches. Russell not snitching any reversals. but not major EMA retracement as well. I'm thinking of long scalping this. The way we're gonna retrace into some EMA might not be the worst idea, to be honest. But there is nothing that is a setup in terms of this is looking cooked for bulls. See you, Lucas. See you, my man. See you. Come on, give me trade, market. Give me one trade. One trade is all I'm asking for. One trade is all I'm asking for. Long or short, I don't care. Okay, we are getting some VWAP activation, bam, bounce. I'm waiting for some trade, come on. Give me something good. They're slowly buying it. Okay. I'm gonna take a long scalp. Oh, wait. ES almost retested the orb low. We're bouncing on 35 RSI on many time frames. I saw it as well. Oh man, fuck, how big the stop losses have to be. This is I don't like that we have already. Okay. I see what you're doing. You need to be so sniper. You need to be so sniper on this one. Let's see. Might be my only trade today if this goes south. Let's see if we can find some momentum to the upside. Can we make new highs? If not, I might close it early. Let's see if we can make new highs. Where is the VWAP activation band? Oh, 674? Let me see. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. That 50 points is nothing for this market. Yeah, I would rather find a new entry, to be honest. 700? Yeah, I think I'm stopped out from this trade. Let me check the 5-minute chart. Yeah, how do you put your stop loss there? That's a hard place to put your stop loss, to be honest. Because if you put it here, that's 300. That's a little bit too much risk for me. Yeah, I'm cooked on this trade. This thing is not bouncing. Let's see. ES is not looking good for this trade. this is looking really bear flaggy, and I'm stopped. Yeah, I'm stopped out. I timed it so wrong. This doesn't, those stop losses don't look so wide until you enter. Yeah, I'm stopped out now. This stop didn't look so wide. But it was 60 points like nothing. Here you need to snipe. I didn't like this trade at all. Was this the ES retest though? Yeah, ES retested some EMAs as well. 2726. I don't. Size 1. Yeah, sizing up here is can turn into terrible idea. Sizing up in this market. 5-minute 9 EMAs, saw it as well. I saw it as well. And that was a short and long. Let's see what the view activation ones. Now would be nice entry. But this is super bear flag though. Now will be nice entry. Okay, I'm gonna give it one more try. Let's try one more time this market. Let's try one more time. Can we get some momentum to the upside? The fact that we are bear flagging under the freaking bulls keep pressure, sellers will let go soon. I think we are bear flagging. I don't think sellers are gonna give this up. I think we're gonna go lower, but you can still catch a long scalp. We'll see if this is the bounce. I think we're gonna make a new low. Because this bounce is looking weak. Can we make new high? Trust, but there's nothing telling this market will go up. Nothing. Then nada. Zero. This is consolidating before another flash, I think. Can we now make a higher high? Can we now make a higher high? Yes, we can. Nice. Yes. Sell one at the highs, break even. Snipe that first sell. Can we get orb retest? Orb retest will be the juiciest. No. Not like this. Can we retest the orb low? I said orb high, I think. I meant orb low. I'm gonna go do 100 points with my TP. I'm trying to not be greedy here. If it hits your TP, do you switch directions? Most likely yes. Yes, I'm still liking shorts so much more. Last week low. Yeah, we are struggling at the kind of support becoming resistance. I got break even on that last contract when I was looking at the last week. You're right in terms of this support turning into resistance. We'll see. Did this bitch really break even me and then took me out? 729, almost to the tick. And that first long maybe would have had better chance with better stop loss, but no trust. I still don't trust longs. Pietro, what's going on? But there was a lot of traps in terms of RSI, right? 30-minute, 1 hour almost. Can we take 5-minute 9 EMA? That means we are coming to the... God damn, this trade got me at break even. You TPS at the orb low? We might see orb low really soon. ES got rejected at the orb low itself right now. That's a juicy reaction on ES. That's a juicy reaction on ES. I think NQ will do the orb low. Come on, NQ. Do it for the teriyaki chef. ES is nicely crossing the orb low. The weekly low is right now holding us. Should have been a little bit more patient with my first long. My first long was a winner as well. I just had terrible entry. And the amount of points we move is 100 points is this move here. That does not look like 100 points, but it is. Yes kind of retested the orb low and is it ready to go down? Nine EMA as well. 9 EMA as well. Out of this long at break even. I wish we had a little bit more ride in it. Pietro, definitely sellish. Every single bullish signal is disappearing from market. The way ES reacted to the orb low makes me want to short NQ. Financial choice, what we have. Okay, we have a little bit Taco Tuesday. Trump says timeline for Iran 2, maybe 3 days, maybe until early next week. This just came out right now. I lose every short. For me, it's the exact opposite. I have, I think, like 90% win rate with shorts. Not 90, sorry, 80% probably. Because my overall win rate is 76% and 85% of my trades are shorts. I'm terrible at longs, not always, but sometimes. And I'm good at shorting this market. I think that ES retest was enough. I'm gonna go in with one because I'm gonna scale into this position, but I'm gonna target the lows with this one contract if I don't scale into this. But the way ES is developing, I'm okay scaling one more contract. My overall is 64% accuracy, 1.5 PF. I don't know what any of that means. Profit factor. Ah, that's a nice profit factor. That's a nice profit factor. I don't like this divergence at all. I don't like this divergence at all. ES made new low, NQ is far away. We'll see. If this divergence has any reaction, it doesn't. No. I need to enter with 2 contracts. One contract gives me flashbacks of the trading that I don't want to do. We're going for the new lows. 542 will be a nice target on ES or on NQ, sorry. But we'll see. We made a small divergence at the lows. ES made new low. NQ didn't make new low. We didn't go into the VWAP deviation bands yet as well. So that's why I exited with small profits. I didn't want to do break even as well because I'm in a red, so I'm more interested making money with every single trade. But this is looking bear flag, and that ES retest was amazing short. We retested on ES, we didn't retest on NQ. That's amazing short. What was my entry? 711. Okay. My entry was okay. Right now it's at my entry. We'll see if this divergence plays out anything bullish. I will be interested to shorting this again. It's right at my short entry right now. How's the hourly looking like? Strong close on the hourly as well. 10 minutes until this hourly candle closes. But it looks like a strong close. Does this divergence play out? I don't think it will. Yeah, back down we go. I think we're gonna make new lows. Trump is talking live. Okay. Is he talking live right now? Okay, that's good that I'm not in a trade. Do we get anything? Okay, we have this one. I'll put it on as well. My everything crashed for me, guys. Oh, I wish he didn't speak because I see actually there's not much, but NQ looking like a nice short. But I don't want to go against Trump speaking because he can say something that will move this market 200 points in ease. We saw this last night as well, I think. This is super bear flag, by the way. This is the bear flags of them all. We don't hear?
Test. We wanted to see. It's unbelievable. It's like a mirror. Well, it's like a mirror. It's beautiful.
And I saw there was guys out there.
Yeah.
Almost like, are they plant painting it?
They're doing, yeah, well, they're fixing the stone outside, and they're sandblasting
hear,
the stone.
right?
We're doing a much bigger job than we wanted to do. But think of it. Obama and Biden spent over $100 million, and you know what they got? Nothing. They opened it up, and it leaked like a sieve, and they closed it, and it stayed closed. They've been working on it for years. I've been working on this for a couple of months. When it's finished, it's going to be incredible. But we have other fountains, beautiful fountains. They haven't worked in 30 years. They're just sitting there rotting, and most of them are now open. And right across the street, I made a donation, and I'm building Lafayette Park, and it's going to be beautiful.
How much did you donate?
I like her.
How much was the donation?
About $10 million.
Are you happy with the American flag?
Well, I put up the American flag.
No, the American flag story.
I think so. I mean, I'll let you know. I wanted a lighter color blue. The person that really knows this stuff said, no, dark is much better. You don't see the leaves, and you know, things will get in there. But most importantly, the dark reflects much better.
Mr. President, he asked you.
Claiming so desperately that MAGA's divided.
Well, I think it's the strongest it's ever been. You know, you take a look at what happened in Louisiana 2 nights ago.
By the way, guys,
A
this
certain
is
senator
still
that was very
quite
disloyal to
almost
me and to the Republican Party.
this is looking
He's not even
super
allowed
red
to run
flag.
for office. We have another big race. This guy Massey is terrible. Let's see what happens. It's not easy beating incumbents, but
This
we have a
is
great guy running
the bear
against
flag
Massey.
101.
Massey's a terrible, I think the worst congressman the Republican Party's ever had. That'll be tonight. That'll be good television, and we'll see what happens there. But I think MAGA's never been more together, actually. And I'm going to be making an endorsement today in Texas. I'm going to be putting out an endorsement in a little while in Texas, the great state. You know, I won Texas all 6 times, meaning primaries and the race, and I got the highest vote in the history of Texas, and I love Texas, but I'm going to be making a endorsement at about 12:30, 1 o'clock today for the big race, the Senate race in Texas, and I hope you find it good. So I do think, I mean, I appreciate the question, because even CNN, they did a poll 2-3 weeks ago. They said Trump is at 100%. That's Harry Endon. I like Harry Endon. He's got a lot of energy. I like him. But he did a poll, and he's a good pro. And he gives the good and the bad. But I think he's an honorable guy, because we got a lot of good. You know, he predicted I was going to do great with the Muslims in Michigan and win Michigan, and I did. I did good, and I won Michigan by a lot. He made a lot of good predictions, but he did a poll 2 weeks ago that said Trump is, I mean,
So no, seems
this
it may
is
go up from
You
this
can
point?
check 100%
I mean, we are still below the
popularity
orb.
with MAGA.
Or
MAGA
pretest
is
is
most of the
possibility.
Republican Party. The rhinos
Well,
are
in
gone
terms of
to a
us.
large extent. A few of them are still left, so hopefully we get rid of one tonight in the form of Tom Massey, who's horrible.
I'm
But
a little bit doubtful.
no, it's been
Unless
amazing.
Trump says
But I'll be
something super
making
bullish
a
for the market.
statement in a little while as to who I'm endorsing in Texas for the Senate. And there are those that say whoever I endorse is going to win. I don't know if that's true, but historically that's
those
absolutely true. I
bounces,
just
if
don't
you
like to
scalp
say it
them,
because I don't like to brag.
124 points.
Mr. President,
When
how
you make up your mind, like,
Well, I've had my mind made up for a long time, but I just think it's going to be, you know, I just think it's appropriate.
Mr. President, I have a question. There's reports that President Xi told you during your meeting.
And also there is
that,
not much
perhaps
volume buying
Vladimir
this.
Putin would come over
Okay,
Iran.
some increasing volume, but it's still low volume.
Did he say that
No,
to you?
he never said that.
For me, this is still a bear flag on 5
It's a
minutes.
gift. It's a
We are
gift
at the
from me
top
and
of
from
the bear flag.
Incredible,
They come close to the
successful
orb low.
companies and patriots, and they put up close to $400 million. And you see what's happening, and it's beautiful. And again, it's ahead of schedule, unlike the Fed building. This building at $400 million, the Fed building at $4 billion, and it's a tiny little project in comparison.
spend a lot of time renovating the White House. Really started into town.
I do, putting up the American flag, this flagpole, on each side. Nice.
Why was this so important to you to be part of your legacy?
Well, this is the most important because number one, security, and number two, it was so needed just on a social basis for presidents. And again, I'll be here for a very short period of time when this opens. I'll be here
Oh,
for
we
a very
have
short
15
period of
minute
time.
test on
This
9
is
a.m.
really
right
being
now.
built for other
God dang,
presidents. It's
Trump,
not being built for
stop
me. And
speaking. I want to
I'm a
trade.
really good builder. The thing I do best in life is build. I'm a great builder, and I build beautiful product. There will never be anything like this. I always
went again,
admired the
Teriyaki?
facade of the Supreme Court. I said, I wonder if that can be duplicated or bettered, even not to say bettered, but even bettered.
100 points.
And we've
Yeah,
actually
those
bettered it.
ranges
What
are
we're doing is
100
something
points.
that will, you'll never
It's
see it again.
crazy. In terms of ATR, this market
When you were
is
having your discussions with the
is amazing for
regional
scalping
partners,
because
regional
no
leaders,
100
did
points
they
down, 100 points
express to
up,
you any
like
concern about
this
Iran's
range
ability
here
to
is
still retaliate in the
124
event?
points.
They have a little ability.
So let's see, we are
Their
going to the
missiles,
orb
their
low
missiles are
again.
82% gone, we estimate. Their capacity to build is very little right now because we hit all of their manufacturing areas.
Maybe
Same
this
thing with
divergence
drones,
was
they're
enough,
largely
right?
gone, but they
We
still have
have
a little
diversions at
capacity.
the
Yeah.
lows.
Not much, but they have a little. Their Navy is completely gone. Their Air Force is completely gone.
709.
President Xi has promised
Nice
me that
entry.
he's not sending any weapons to
I will
Iran.
enter
That's a
shorts in
beautiful
New York
promise.
Viva.
I take him
like
at his word.
I like shorts
I
as well, but I
appreciate
like
it. We had an amazing time in China.
how long he's been speaking?
You know, look, we got along very well
Half
before
an
this,
hour.
but President Xi and I had a really an amazing time.
Okay,
I
so
think
we
he'd
don't
say
have-
the same thing, but he
shouldn't
promised
be
that he's not
speaking for that
sending any
long,
weapons. And you know, if you think about it, he gets 40% of his oil. He's not sending oil boats in, you know, tankers in with 20 destroyers alongside of it. No, he wants it. He does want it open, like me. I want it open, and we'll get it open. But Iran has used the Straits as a military weapon for 47 years, really much more than that. And that's not their Straits. That's international waterways. That's not for them to do. And look, they've learned their lesson. If I left today, it would take
Okay,
them 25
yes,
years to
testing orb
rebuild.
low again.
But we're not leaving. We're going to do it right so that in 5 years, 10 years, if you have a bad president who doesn't want to do what's right to do,
And even my
this should have been
first
done
one
by
was
Obama.
fucking
This
cool.
should have been done by
I
Biden. It
just
should have been
had
done by
a little
other
bit bad
presidents long
location
before
to
me.
have a wider stop loss.
And everybody agrees to this.
I wouldn't even have red right now if that first one was a little bit better.
Yeah.
Are there other initiatives that you're
Well, there may
thinking
be.
of or
It's very
pushing
temporary.
for?
Yeah, there may be. Anything to keep it down. Look, as soon as this war is over,
I like
gas
how
is going.
21
You know, I had
EMA is
gasoline
at
down
the
to
same level where the orb low is.
$1.85 in Iowa. I was in Iowa.
I really
and
like it.
the stations had it at $1.85, but I was down to, in many cases, less than $2 a barrel, a gallon. And then I said to myself,
It's loud. It's too loud
this
for you
is
guys?
great. We just hit a new high in the stock market. Everything's going good. I'm sorry, but we have to go down and take a little journey down to, we have to do something with Iran. We cannot let them have a nuclear weapon. You want to see the world exploded? You want to see a problem? And this is peanuts. And I appreciate everybody putting up with it for a little while. It won't be much longer. But you're going to have, and frankly, there is so much oil out there. One of the things that is happening is these big ships are coming up to Texas, Louisiana, and Alaska, and they're loading up. But I don't even think about that. What I think about is you can't let Iran have a nuclear weapon, and they
Nice
won't have a
trade,
nuclear
Teriyaki.
weapon, and they fully understand it.
President, I've once asked you
Orb lows now.
to heal the divide.
I think 855 is amazing entry for potential shorts.
Yeah, success.
Because we also have 21 EMA there.
Do what you do, knowing that so many people are criticizing it at the same time. Every day you try to bring that success.
Well, you know, you have some people disagree with like the Iran thing. To me, it's no question. To me, you have to have borders. You have to have walls, and you have to let people in legally, but you have to have borders.
This is how I do
Some
20,
people
30
think you don't
trades a
have
day.
borders. You should let anybody, murderers, drug dealers, you should let them in.
I
So
used
there
to
are
be
some-
the same when
I
I
said to you
started
once, I
trading.
remember
I used to trade a lot.
The greatest healer of our country. When we had, just before COVID, we were so successful. You know, we had the best economy we've ever had in my first term. This term is going to blow it away, I think, and you see all the numbers. Even during the war, we have the highest stock market we've ever had. I thought the market
He
would go
mentions
down
the highest stock
25%.
market a lot, huh?
And I was okay with that to get rid of a nuclear potential holocaust. Would have been a nuclear holocaust. So going down 25% is okay if you're going to get rid of a nuclear holocaust.
This is
So,
also old support. We might have
most
resistance
people
here.
agree with me.
Old
When
support
I'm
turning
with
into
people and they,
resistance.
let's say, oh, gee, why do... And I say, here's the problem. Is it okay for Iran? And they are very volatile people.
Give me
I'm being nice.
850 and
Is
I'm
it
gonna
okay
go
for
in.
Iran to have a nuclear weapon? Everybody says no. I said then we have nothing further to discuss. You know, it's like one of those things. They will never have a nuclear weapon. Not going to happen, and probably that's going to be very soon. So one way or the other, whether it's military or an agreement, that'll start opening up very soon.
Mr. President, why did you wait so long to endorse an
Oh my God, he
administration
doesn't
just
stop.
Now, both of their names are going to be on the ballot.
No, I waited. I've pretty much always known who I was going to endorse. But, I just thought this was a good time. You know, the voting's starting, and I thought this was a good time. I'm going to be doing that very shortly.
President, going to Lawler, have you put any thought into potentially endorsing someone to run against J.B. Pritzker, like Darren Bailey or?
Well, I like Darren Bailey. J.B. Pritzker.
This might be
You know, he could
a good time
call
to
me
short,
and said
no?
the National Guard in Chicago would have no crime. Look at
And I
Washington,
really wish
D.C.
he
You
did
see the
shut
crime
up
stats are down to
because
like
I really want to trade, but I
restaurants
don't. I'm so
restaurants-
scared he says
restaurants
something
will
that
be
will bump
closed
this
in
market
Washington.
or
Now they're
bump
building
this
new
market
restaurants.
before.
It's a hot city. We have a beautiful city. We have very little crime, almost no crime. And we could have the same thing in Chicago. All he'd have to do is say, President, I don't want to have any crime in Chicago. Can you help me? Within 3 months, Chicago would be a different place.
50 points, huh? Okay.
What can I say? He's so big. He's so big.
Mr. President, you're going to Lawler's position.
Talk about making healthcare more affordable.
Right.
You've done that.
No, I think this is the short.
That was a big announcement. Got no coverage. I reduced drug prices by 50, 60, 70, 80%, and it gets no coverage. I think it's maybe the.
I'm
other
gonna
than
scale into
medical
this
itself,
position. I want
like a cure,
850s.
I think it's the biggest thing to happen in healthcare ever, maybe. I brought the price. We paid the highest price in the world. Now we're paying, as of now, we're paying the lowest price in the world. Prices of drugs have gone down 70, 80, 90%. For 28 years, they never went down. In my administration, I got it down 1/8 of 1%, and I thought it was great. The first time, the only time in 28 years that it went down. Now I got them down 50, 60, 70, and even 80%. And that has a huge impact on healthcare. Listen, go have breakfast. Have a good time. Have breakfast. Enjoy your sight. You can shoot down there, but it is...
Did he say
next time
enjoy
you
the
come here,
breakfast?
those
Does it mean that
columns
he
will be
stopped talking?
standing even taller.
How long did it take to design the underneath? Is it kind of the north?
Yeah, actually, the underneath part's a good question. It's far more complex than the upper. But what you don't see are the floors that are beneath here, and they have very, very important rooms down there. The most important. And this was the one opportunity for the military to do something. You know, they came. Normally, I'd build a ballroom on flat land. I wouldn't have any of this. It would have been built. I'm very fast. I'm a very fast builder. We're way ahead of schedule here, but we went down 6 stories. So it's actually far more complex than the easy part is up. But again, we have a drone-proof roof. It's all sealed, and all of this that you see is totally sealed. And we use it as a drone port. We can have unlimited drones up there, and drones are what's happening right now. Thank you all very much. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
you finished. I like the reactions we are getting in terms of EMAs. I like the reaction we are getting in terms of EMAs. I'm thinking if I should put my stop loss above the VWAP. VWAP is 8,900. I will put my profit target around here. Oh, I don't know if I like this play. Putting my stop loss below it, above it. 895 is the VWAP. 895. We'll see how this EMA candle close. We have 15 minute 21 EMA 861. I'm curious how this EMA closes. I'm very curious how this EMA closes. You have 21 EMA, which was my initial price target for short. ES is testing the New York VWAP right now. There's a lot in this area. A lot in this area. ES is testing New York VWAP at the same time it's testing 9 EMA as well. (21 EMA on 9-minute here). There's a lot in this area. We have 3 minutes until this 50-minute candle closes. 3 minutes until this candle closes, yeah. It's actually looking okay. ES is not. So this 21 EMA. Oh, the music. I forgot to put music more quiet for you guys. Banana for breakfast. What's going on, my guy? I like that ES is struggling with the New York VWAP and 15-minute 9 EMA at the same time. I like it a lot. Bananas for breakfast, how you doing, my man? Tax refund season fuels retail investors' frenzy with May set to smash records. I really think so. This is every year they say the same thing though. I think we already smashed records in April. We'll see how this daily closes in terms of the... If we lose 9 EMA on daily, that's a big thing. Because we lost 200 EMA as well. Just the headline? That sounds like a retail paid headline though. Especially after April, it's easy for everyone to believe that we're gonna have records. What's wrong with your strategy lately? What you mean? I'm making money. Wrong with my strategy? Brother, where is the wrong? Today I discovered that I hate my trading style. I always move my stop loss too early and ruin many good trades. Okay, we are at the orb lows. Sounds like you copy trading are failing. I want to understand what's wrong with my strategy. If my strategy was not working, I wouldn't be making money. I'm making money. If we close into orb, I close this trade early as well. I'm not gonna let it run. Sounds like you copy trading and failing. Truer words never were spoken. If I'm winning and you're copy trading and losing, I don't think it's my strategy that's not working. I think it's your execution that's not working. Those 2 red days in the last 130 days is a big problem. In the last 6 months. You're right, Teriyaki. So you're saying I should go in with 15 minis, 20 minis? With days like today, guys, do you expect to trade and win every day? Do you expect there's a strategy that makes you wins every day? And even my first trade that gave me this red was a winning trade. I just had bad location and my stop loss, I didn't want to have wider stop loss, but it was a winning trade. So I wouldn't be even negative for the day. I'm not sure if I want to scale into this position the way the market is. We'll see. We are getting some reactions from the orb. This red line is the orb. If we break out from this orb, let me think a little bit how I want to manage this position, because I don't like it anymore the way I set it up. Because ES is breaking the highs, ES is making new highs, ES is gonna retest the normal VWAP. We'll see. I have 1 minute and 50 seconds to kind of decide what I want to do with this trade. Because it wants to close 5-minute candle into the orb. We'll see. We have 1 minute and 30 seconds. Staying short until the stop loss is hit. I mean, the only thing is, like, I think we are going towards VWAP. And my stop loss is right around the VWAP, which is like the way we can retest VWAP is we can go 20 points higher than VWAP and then get rejected. Look for reaction 870. And I hope this VWAP a little bit tracks down, because the VWAP would be something like this. Mm-hmm. $28,900. I like the $28,900 as well. There is a lot of stuff in $28,900. Okay, we didn't close into the orb. Okay, disaster is over. I like that we didn't go into the orb. That's really good so far. Picking some steam. We have Europe close. We have Euro close in 10 minutes as well. Will London sell this? There is a chance that London will sell this. That or breed test was the perfect entry. Where's my water? NQ goes back to the orb low again. I still think short is correct. Yeah, I mean, until we don't do anything stupid in terms of close 5-minute candle into the orb, that will make me really cautious with this short, like this blue line, which is 850. If we close candle into this 15-minute range, we can go much higher in this range, and since this range is 200 points, that's a heavy range for stops before we come out from it again. But we'll see. We are not okay. Now we are going into this. We'll see. What's the let's see what. Okay, maybe we can hold this last high. ES is looking for new lows. NQ is a little bit struggling with the new lows. Would be nice if we make new lows. Would be really nice if we would make new lows. And we are still bear flagging as well. We are still bear flagging as well. Let's see if any of the indexes will make new lows. That's the question. Yes, ES is making new lows. NQ is not making new lows. Interesting. I didn't like that DS made new lows and NQ didn't. I'm gonna find a new entry rather. I am out. Have a nice day all. Nick, you exit the stream exactly the time I exit my trade, huh? I felt that my entry was not so good to hold the way we started bouncing. I would rather prefer a little bit better location for my trade. Oh. But see you, Nick. See you guys who are leaving. I see you guys tomorrow who are leaving. Oh guys, I have a new video coming out. I just received a video from my editor. It's been a long time since I had video with editor, but now I'm gonna have video with editor. I'm excited. I'm excited. He just sent me. Last week load 28745 is now becoming support. Yeah, I know. I noticed this as well, but the problem is once it breaks, we go down. Like for it to be support in my eyes, it needs to give a little bit stronger support because I have it here as well. As you see, this is the purple line is the previous week low, and the way it's reacting, I would expect more. I think I got used to those 122 green days. Well, to be honest, my trading has been a lot better since I had my first red day. My trading, like, this was on Top Step TV, one trade, that's it. This was on Top Step TV, one trade, that's it. So the way I trade after my first red day is so much easier for me psychologically. I'm not afraid to lose anymore, and I also, I think, execute much better as well. Where was my last exit? 787. What changed? Oh, brother, everything. I don't trade for the calendar anymore. I size up. I win bigger. My trades are. I'm not scared to lose anymore. If you're not scared to lose, you take more trades. You're not attached to the money. And it's just like the first day when I was after my red day here, I traded breakouts. I longed the highs, and it worked out. I would never do it when I was red. There's so many aspects what changed, but psychologically, having such a green streak, you don't trade the setups anymore. You trade the calendar. You trade to not to lose. Right now, if I lose a trade, so what's gonna change in my life if I lose one trade? Nothing, right? I can take new trade. But when it was green streak and I asked the same question, what's gonna change? Is like my record is like my green streak is over. The historical run is over. Like there's so much extra pressure that comes from such a long streak. If you have a green streak more than 20 days and you start looking at your calendar, okay, I want to make one more green day, put yourself a stop loss of $100, I don't know, $20, whatever you're comfortable. Take that red day, trust me, the next day you wake up, you feel relieved. Like I felt the whole green streak was like a handcuffs in my trading. If you look at my green days before the red day happened, 1, 2, 23, those are the days I was fighting from. I was fighting for the green streak. Now one trade, 170. One trade, 190. Easy to say when you trade not your money. How is that not my money? Yeah, but it pays to my bank account, TraderMax. It paid 50,000 on my bank account. I bought the car from the payouts, so it is a real money. If you spend money on 3-4 accounts, that's real money. If you don't get them into payouts, you're gonna lose a lot of money. Even if you trade your own money, you're gonna be so much more pressurized to trade the streak once you have the streak. I saw the girl yesterday on Topstep TV. She was good. She's trading the 5-minute orb. I think she's trading low time frame EMAs. I don't think she's trading breakouts. I think she's trading low time frame EMAs, EMA crosses, as far as I understand. But Mandy is a really good trader. She's one of my favorites from Dubstep in terms of like execution. Like if you trade your own money, TraderMax, and you're afraid to lose, then you're oversizing. Like I'm afraid to lose my account here. That's still real money until it pays me money to my bank account. What's the difference from real money? But if you're afraid to lose your own money on your live account, that means you're oversizing. But they're both real money. If you're funded, that's real money that you're trading, because the money becomes real when it comes to your bank account, right? And you can use it. You can buy, I don't know, food from the shop. Or what car did you buy with Dubstep money? That's a video. I'm gonna make a video. Well, I can say it's not Lamborghini. I don't sell courses to buy Lamborghini. Okay, we are coming back to the orb low. In my opinion, we are still bear flagging. It's a Porsche? No, it's not Porsche. I'm not really a flashy person. And I'm not a rich person. German car, yes. Okay, guys, can you promise me that if I tell you on stream, you're not gonna spoil it in the Discord to those who are not watching, because I want to make a small video about it. Do you guys promise? Okay, we tested the New York view up again. But it is a German car, yes. Mercedes? No. It was between Mercedes and this car. I do, but don't say it. If you guess it right, then I'll tell you. No, it's not BMW as well. I was between the first car I looked was BMW 550. I love because I had BMW before. I love BMWs. I had 550. Ragulka, what's up? Travan, no. Audi? Yes, it's Audi. I bought myself my first Audi ever. But which Audi? I would say it's really modest car. It's not flashy, but it's fast. It's very fast. But it's not flashy. It's not like a show-off car. A7? No. Smaller. A lot smaller. And let's put... It starts with Audi R. R is in the first word. A4 is modest. S5? No, it starts with R. RS. RS is the first two letters. It's RS3. I'm gonna stop playing with you. I bought RS3, the Sportback version. I want to make a video about it because Topstep paid for it. So it's kind of like the first. No, it's RS3. The first big purchase I did with trading profits. I never bought anything special with trading besides few colognes. I mostly spend money on my girlfriend and my mom. So this was my gift to myself. 2019. God, I spoil a lot. I wanted to make a video, but we don't have so many viewers right now, so you guys know it. But I'm gonna make a video at some point when there is a beautiful weather. Yeah, we have 46, so just keep it a secret. But yeah, about 2 weeks ago, I was looking for a car for a long time, and then yeah, I was between many different cars, Mercedes, BMW, and the reason why I chose RS3 was because it was the most budget friendly. Again, I don't make money outside of trading. 550 would have been crazy. Yes, if I could choose, I would choose 550, but there was so many problems with the 550s that were listed. For me, it was, yeah, I wanted something that gives me emotion and doesn't give me a lot of headache in terms of mechanical problems. And when I took the 550 into inspection, like pre-purchase inspection, where they test the car, and the amount of problems that BMW 550 had, the mechanic pretty much told me, you're gonna spend 4,000 in the next 3 months if you buy this car. And I was like, I want to enjoy the car without spending shitloads of money on it. And I'm super happy. I have had the RS3 for almost 2-3 weeks now. That's why sometimes when I was like on Topstep one time, I was on Topstep TV and I said I need to go, and they let me go like 10 minutes earlier than I should have. That was me going to pick up my car. That was like 3 weeks ago, I think. But yeah, it was a month of choosing, and I'm very happy. It's very emotional car for me, since it's the first trading car or trade purchase that I made with the trading profits. And yeah, it's just feel like every time I sit on it, I feel like, oh yeah, this became from candlesticks, this became from trading. So it's always my dream car is M5. If you know cars a little bit, M5 is my dream car. But that's probably in a few years when we have a little bit bigger channel and we make more money from trading. You guys are so sweet. Thank you guys. I have 2018 RS3. I'm about to say, God damn, we have some people with the same cars. I saw Jaemoon with S4, kind of similar car. I plan to do some mods on my car as well. God damn, now I need to record the video ASAP. I need beautiful weather. Let's see the weather forecast. Let's see the weather forecast. 20. Okay, on Saturday I'm probably gonna make the video as well. But yeah, thank you guys for saying congratulations and all the nice things. It was a nice feeling, and I'm not really a person to show off, so I didn't want to be like in a Discord like, oh guys, I'm gonna go buy a car, it just kind of happened, and then I was like, okay, at some point I'm gonna make video, because my whole YouTube is my trading journey, and that's a big part. That's a big like milestone in trading, I think, if you can buy a car with trading. You're the first intelligent Audi driver I know. Congrats for the new. You think I drive intelligently with the car like RS3? When it's cold, then I'm not stupid to press the gas when the car is cold. But when the car is warm, not much intelligent driving going on. Man, market is really in a holding pattern. I'm glad I closed my trades, but I'm still. I don't want to predict, but I don't see full reversal happening. Like this looks still like a bear flag, more on ES than on NQ. I might throw a short at the VWAP because we are getting rejected at the 15-minute orb. Right, we have this blue line here, and this blue is the low of the orb. And the way we are still not closing any candles above it makes this bear flag still a bear flag for me. We're also holding the New York VWAP. There was some volume. That was the London close. That's why there was a volume. Man, my longs were better today than my shorts. I took few longs. I lost the first one. That's the one that is a little bit eating me, that I lost the first short because it was not the first short, sorry, first long, because it was actually really nice long. Just the location was really bad. Oh, I'm excited to see the new video. I made a new video with about the green streak. God damn, I'm spoiling a lot, but we have the favorite people in the chat. There's gonna be a video about the green streak. It's not gonna be 37 minutes, it's gonna be 8-9 minutes. It's gonna be short, it's gonna be with edit. I think it's gonna be a really nice video. Kinda wanted to do one last, since I had my first red day, I wanted to have a video about the first red day, everything that kind of summarize it up. There's no life story inside like my last green streak video. Now it's gonna be more like how it affected me and everything. I used to live in France, now living in Canada. I know how people see German sports car drivers, and now I understand why last week cyclist was swearing at you. Yeah, you know what I love about Audi RS3? It's not such a sport car from outside. Like it makes quite a noise that makes it a sport car, but it's like a 5 Series. If you take a girl on a date and you have M5 and her ex-boyfriend had 520, that's both are 5 Series for a woman. Like, oh, you have the same car as my ex-boyfriend, and it's 520 while you have M5. I feel with RS3 it's kind of the same. Like for everyday people, this looks like a normal small Audi. Those who know, they know. But I don't like really flashy cars in a sense. I'm not really a show-off person in that sense. I show off my trading. I used to have BMW and then I was more show-off. It was the Coupe 4 Series. That was like a sexy car, if you know what I mean. Like it looked super sexy outside, and that was like, felt more like a show-off. RS3 I feel is more like R8 with, you know, this RS3 has made me lover of Audis. I never disliked Audis, but I never really like focused on them, or I was like super like, oh, I want Audi. But this RS3 has made me a lover. I love, like, if I would choose the dream Audi, it probably would be R8 or RS7. RS7 is also for me like such a sexy car. It's coupe with 4 doors if you make it fast as well. I had a lot more sexier cars to choose from the budget I had, but I really cared about I love fast cars, and the RS3 felt for me like the most for my money in terms of like how fast it is, and I'm always surprised how fast it actually is. It's extremely fast. Okay, we finally closed into the orb. I'm still looking for shorts. I don't see much strength when we are going up like right now. There's no breakout. It seems more like a range. Good crash rating too. They're good cars. Yeah, super good car. And especially in Estonia, like I need to take into account the weather, right? We have M340i. That was, so my choices was 550, 340i, C43 from Mercedes, and RS3. Those were the cars I was looking for. Same story with M340i. Every car, my friends own a car shop, and they have those VIN tools where you put the VIN number into the tool. 1.5 hours straight shop, truly. Yeah, no direction, but I think it's gonna break down. I think we are making a nice bear flag in terms of pattern. We made a lower high here as well. Let's see how these candles close in terms of orb. I'm so happy for you. I'm also jealous. Yeah, don't be jealous. You're gonna be there in moment's notice. But yeah, I wanted M34 more than RS3, but in the budget I had, I didn't have really high budget, but in the budget I had, every single car had some crash history, and at some point I checked probably like 50 cars from the VIN report or the tool they use in my friends use for the car shop. Oh, we also have divergence, guys. Wait. We also have divergence on the highs. Do you see this? Not divergence so much. Equal highs versus higher high. Failed auction is going up. Where's the I below? I below is here, right? You think so? I think we are still bear flagging. I honestly think we are still bear flagging. But the volume has really died down. Used to work at dealership and had C43 for a week. This car is boring, thank God. The problem with C43 that I had also is it had the stock sound system, and everybody who had Mercedes said never buy Mercedes with the standard sound system inside, because Mercedes standard sound system is one of the worst in the market in German cars. If you have like BMW standard, I think HiFi, it's still good, right? It's not like Harman Kardon or whatever they have, but it's still okay. But everybody said like, if you buy Mercedes, you need to have I don't remember the name, but you need to have like upgraded sound system, and that the one that I liked didn't have it, and I was like, I listen to music a lot in my car. For me it's quite important, so that also made me look away from that. Okay, ES is actually bullish, huh? I don't see any play, we are still chopping. I think VWAP, I will go short. One last short. I believe into this short still. Burmeister, yeah, Burmeister, exactly. Oh. You know how good it feels that I can finish here and it's a red day and I don't care. It used to be like, oh, I'm gonna finish streaming and then I need to climb back and I need to make a comeback. Today I'm excited to finish the stream because if the market is not doing anything, that means I can upload a video for you guys. I'm really excited for this video. Guys, give me 1 second. I need a bathroom break, and then I will be right back. Here we go. Okay, so I will stream for another 5 minutes because my precious girlfriend made me food. But the market is super choppy as well. I don't see much opportunities here. Goddamn, the first long that I had made me red actually was a really good long, but that was too wide stop loss. And now I'm still leaning towards shorts until we close the candle above this VWAP. I'm gonna let this market play until 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna finish my stream because I heard there's some good food waiting for me. So don't guys spoil the secret in the Discord. Okay, I'm gonna mute you in the Discord. Because I want to make the video about the car, and we'll see. Let's see, the market is. I really want to see the VWAP reaction on stream. That's what I'm looking for. I want to see how this market reacts to the VWAP. We are inside the orb as well on ES. A little bit strange trading day in terms of price action. We had a lot of movement in the beginning, and now this market is extremely slow. Extremely slow. We still. Man, if we close outside of the orb again, NQ kind of wants to close outside of the 50-minute range. ES now too. ES closing outside of the range as well. 30 seconds, I will wait to see what's gonna happen here. Okay, 17 seconds. This is gonna be a close one in terms of 5-minute candle close. It's gonna be a close one. One hour close in 5 minutes. unfortunately don't have time. Okay, we closed outside of the orb. How's the 1 hour candle closing? I'm gonna go short one here, and let me see where my TP will be, somewhere around this low. Okay guys, but I need to finish the stream right here because again I need to get some food in my system. Let me see where my stop will be. 889. I'm probably gonna looking to add into this position because this is, I really like how it's reacting from the orb lows. Will become this support area as a target. But guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna put my stop loss right above these highs. Okay, then I need a little bit wider. Okay guys, anyways, I really need to wrap it up. I see you guys tomorrow, and trade well, trade safe, and much love to all of you. And don't spoil the secret before the video is out. I see you guys tomorrow. Ciao guys.